Hello, ladies. Thank you for being here today. Today, we're going to talk all about holiday tips, right? Basically, I call the holiday season Halloween to New Year's Eve. And during that pretty short period of time, 2 months basically, we have a whole lot of parties, a whole lot of events, a whole lot of extra stuff, a whole lot of extra food and drinks around us. And one of the biggest complaints my clients have during this time is the bloating, the irregular digestion, the sleep gets screwy, all of those kind of things. So I'm gonna give you a few tips to help blunt some of that and keep you from being a bloated, uncomfortable mess this holiday season, and enjoy it with balance and feel good when it comes January 1. Thanks for being here. If you're new, my name is Cynthia Williams. I'm an integrative nutrition practitioner. I specialize in working with women 35 and older, helping them navigate this period, these hormonal fluctuations, these shifts, all the things that you were doing in your 20s and 30s. You keep trying them now and they keep not working, and they're not going to. It's because you're no longer 20 and 30. We got a lot of different changes and things going on in our body at this point. So today we're going to speak specifically to holiday tips, and these are 5 good tips to put in your back pocket and keep on hand this holiday season to, yes, it will help with avoiding weight gain, but it will also help to keep digestion straight and help you feel good through the holiday season. Like, we want to enjoy the holiday season and we want to have fun, but who wants to be like 3 weeks into November, a bloated mess, and then you still got Thanksgiving and the rest of December to go through and New Year's. And so instead of throwing in the towel and just saying it is what it is, I'm just going to feel like crud, blah, 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 let's not do that. Let's approach the season in a balanced, healthy way, still enjoying the events, still enjoying the parties, your grandma's favorite mashed potatoes or whatever it is this holiday season, but doing it with a little more balance to avoid any digestive distress. So the first tip is don't skip your activity. Don't skip workouts for parties. Don't let your walking slide because it's getting cold outside. Don't let activity lower. Activity is one of the best things you can do to keep digestion regular and keep it moving and reduce bloat and reduce water retention and keep you going potty every single day. So activity may need to be modified or titrated. Maybe you normally get a 60-minute workout in and your schedule only allows for 30. Don't not go do the 30 because you can't get the 60. That's another thing I got to get in a lot of my clients' headspaces. It's not black or white. It's not all in or all out. Something is always better than nothing. So if it's normally a 60-minute workout, but you only got 30, go give it your all for that 30. Get your activity in. Don't let your steps slide. Do not let activity decline because typically we are eating more calories during this time. So that is a setup for abdominal fat gain by increasing calories coming in and decreasing calorie output by decreasing activity. Keep your activity moving. And if you can move after eating, even better. All right. Number 2, if you're going to a party that is just kind of everybody's bringing a potluck or, a buffet kind of style, you just kind of grab, it's kind of an open house kind of thing, come and go as you please, eat as you please, eat before you go. Eat a really good meal before you go so that you don't go into this party hungry and you end up over consuming a bunch of high fat, high carb, high inflammatory foods that are just going to leave your stomach rumbling and bloated. And the next 2 days, you're like, why did I eat that? I feel terrible. Eat before you go, and then just pick and choose a few little things to have there if you're even hungry. If you're full from your dinner, great. Just enjoy the socialization of the party, the holiday season, like just being in it. It doesn't always have to be about the food and the alcohol. Just being with family and friends can just soak that up sometimes. All right, number 3 is staying hydrated, okay? We have a big increase in alcohol and carb and fatty foods that are going to dehydrate you during this time. If you're not keeping up with your water intake and you're having this overconsumption of these types of foods, it is going to make you dehydrated. It is going to spike your hunger. You are going to end up eating more calories or more food than you would typically, trying to quench your thirst, basically, when you just need to drink more water. Do not let the water, again, your water intake slide down as the calories and things increase. That, again, it's just going to set you up for abdominal fat gain or bloating or distension or constipation or hyperbowels, however it hits you, basically. Keep the fluids coming in, the hydration coming in, making sure you're getting a serving of electrolytes every single day. I'll link my favorites below. Keep your hydration coming in. Number 4 is sleep. This one tends to go around the holidays as well. You're staying up later because you've got more events, you got more things going on. So then get the hours when you can. Clock the time in the sheets when you can. If you know you've got a super busy weekend coming up, get in bed earlier in the week. If you can sneak a nap in sometime during that day, even again like a 30-minute nap, something like that to help keep your sleep as regular, as many hours, as close to normal as possible. I have a whole video on this and how one night of bad sleep can affect hormones and your hunger hormones, your estrogen levels, your cortisol levels, your insulin levels, and just set you up for abdominal fat gain or abdominal distress. So you compound that in the holiday season with eating a bunch of foods that you don't normally eat, drinking more alcohol than you typically don't drink, maybe not getting as much sleep as you normally get. You're setting yourself up for some holiday weight gain. All right, last but not least on this one is when you're going to these parties, and again, if they're like potluck style, buffet style, work parties where everybody brings something in, don't hang out around the food table. Don't stand there. You will end up overeating or over snacking, or bites, licks, and tastes is what I call them, those BLTs. You'll end up having a ton more of those than you would if you would just fix your plate and then move on and socialize somewhere else with your coworkers, your friends, your families, wherever you are for that evening or daytime event, whatever it may be. Stay away from the food table. Do not hover around, do not socialize around that food table. You will consume way more calories than you would otherwise, which again is going to lead to bloating, abdominal distress, abdominal distension, diarrhea, constipation, discomfort for 2 days because of the types of foods that we're eating, and that we're eating a higher amount of those types of foods due to the holiday season. So put these 5 tips in your back pocket. I just don't want you to get to January 1 and be like, I'll just start January 1. I'll just start January 1. That mentality is just setting you up for sabotage and to put on weight and to put on a couple of pounds. And then those couple of pounds don't come off. And then the next year you put on another couple of pounds. And before you know it, it's 10 years down the road and you got 20 extra pounds on you. So just change your mindset, change some of these habits, some of these patterns that you do at events and parties throughout the holiday season. And it can have a big, big impact. So you can find all my information at CynthiaWilliamsWellness.com. Thank you for being here today, and I will see you in the next video.